In the small town of Columbus, Mississippi, a crime so disturbing unfolded that it left the entire community shaken. On a quiet evening, police officers were called to investigate a suspicious scene near a dumpster. What they found was something straight out of a nightmare. Inside a shopping cart, hidden beneath a sheet, was a human arm. It was the beginning of a case that would reveal the brutal killing of 27-year-old Ashley Elkins. Ashley was a young woman with a vibrant personality and dreams of building a better future. Friends and family described her as kind, full of life, and someone who always tried to see the best in people. But her life was tragically cut short in a way no one could have imagined. Investigators quickly began piecing together the mystery of her final hours. Their attention soon turned to DeAndre Booker, a 27-year-old man who had been seen with Ashley shortly before she disappeared. Surveillance footage, witness testimonies, and forensic evidence placed him at the center of the investigation. According to prosecutors, Ashley's death was not only the result of a violent crime, but what followed was an attempt to cover up the horror. Court documents revealed shocking details. Ashley's body had been dismembered, and parts of her remains were discarded near the dumpster in an effort to conceal the crime. The brutality of the act horrified the community. Columbus, a town not accustomed to such gruesome violence, was suddenly confronted with a crime that felt both senseless and deeply cruel. For Ashley's family, the pain is unbearable. They lost not only a daughter and a sister, but also a future filled with possibilities. Her loved ones remember her as someone who had a contagious laugh, a kind heart, and a presence that could light up any room. Now, all they have left are memories and the hope that justice will be served. DeAndre Booker was arrested and charged with capital murder. If convicted, he faces the harshest penalties under Mississippi law, including the possibility of life behind bars. Prosecutors argue that the evidence against him is overwhelming, while the defense prepares to fight the charges in court. The case has since become a symbol of the dangers of violence that too often go unnoticed until it's too late. For many in Columbus, Ashley's story is a reminder of how fragile life is and how devastating the consequences of such brutality can be. Today, the community stands with Ashley's family, demanding answers, accountability, and above all, justice. They want the world to remember her not as a victim of a horrific crime, but as a young woman whose life had meaning, whose dreams mattered, and whose voice deserves to be heard, even in death. Ashley Elkins will never be forgotten, and her family vows to fight until the end to make sure her killer faces the consequences of his actions.